it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. And today I'll be continuing a series on my channel that deals with natal chart analysis. And today I will be doing a natal chart analysis on Prince. So shout out to Actor23 who recommended me to do one on Prince. Thank you so much for the recommendation, and please continue to recommend me more people to do one on. I'll be speaking on Prince's natal chart, his personality traits, and his characteristic traits, and how he has been able to garner a lot of success based off his natal chart. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also, please make sure you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. And last but not least, please make sure you share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone in general who really loves Prince, natal chart analysis, or really loves this content. Now let's get right into the video, lovelies. Prince was born on June 7th, 1958, so this qualifies him to be a Gemini. And because he's a Gemini, he tends to be an air sign. And he tends to be a mutable sign as well, so he's very quick-witted. He's very outgoing, he's very inquisitive, he's agile, he's very charming, and he's very adaptable. He's also someone who's great at communicating with others, and he tends to be someone who is very much bright, very much smart. And this makes sense because if you look at a lot of his music, he's able to put a lot of ideas in there that make so much sense, and we're able to understand what he wants to portray, not only through his music but also his music videos. He's also someone who has a very much intelligence that has surfaced throughout generations, and this is something that has really helped him. Next up is his moon in Pisces, and with this placement he tends to be very intuitive, and because it isn't a water sign, the intuition helps with a lot of things, and he has been able to forecast a lot of things in the future that other people probably would have never been able to or did not forecast it themselves. So that moon in Pisces really worked out for him. He tends to be also very empathetic towards others. He's very sensitive. He's very artistic, and it makes so much sense because he was a performer, a singer, and he was able to play a lot of instruments and make a lot of music. He's someone who has a lot of deep emotions. He's very subjective. He's someone who's very idealistic. He's very introspective, and sometimes he can be indecisive, but he does have a powerful intuition that helps him really make the best decisions in life. Next up is his Mercury in Gemini, so it's great for him to have his Sun and Mercury in the same sign because he's able to speak how he truly feels, and he's able to connect with himself on a different level. He's someone who loves discussing ideas and philosophies with others as his mind is always racing through different thoughts. And also Mercury is ruled by Gemini, so this is a great placement. And being able to discuss is something that comes with a Mercury in Gemini. Being able to communicate how he feels is something that you're going to see with him as well, because he wants to communicate in a way that other people are able to understand him. And also he's someone who has his mind racing of thoughts, so that's why at times people with this placement do have the tendency to be overthinkers, or they're just always thinking. Their mind is never at rest, but he's very smart and very philosophical as well. Next up is his Venus in Taurus. This is actually another great placement as well because Venus is ruled by Taurus. And with this placement, he loves beautiful things. He loves to see beautiful things and does beautiful things. He's someone who is very nurturing in a relationship. He's very predictable. He's very loyal. He's very resourceful, and he's very artistic as well. He's someone because it's a fixed sign. He wants to be in a relationship with someone long term. He doesn't really like short-term relationships. He's someone who prefers comfort over chaos. So in regards to relationships and friends or partners, he does not want a lot of drama. He wants him in his life to be very peaceful, so he's going to choose that over anything. He's someone who's very loyal. That comes with Taurus energy, and it makes sense because he is loyal towards his partners. Next up is his Mars in Aries. This is another great placement because Mars is ruled by Aries. So with this placement, he acts quick. And he is someone who forges ahead with something new all the time. So he's someone who's an originator. He's someone who's a leader because this is a cardinal sign, and he has that energy that he's very much unstoppable. He's very fearless and he's very determined, and that's something that you can see in Prince's career. He was always determined. He was always fearless in regards to how he felt about certain topics or certain situations. He was 100% honest, and he's always starting something new. He's someone who has leadership skills. He's someone who has vitality, initiative, a speed of reaction because, it's a fire sign and his reactions can be very fast. But he's someone who is great in leadership skills, and I really much believe that he was great at that. Next up is his Jupiter in Libra, and with this placement, he tends to have the ability to listen to all sides and makes the correct decision in everything that he does. This is something that's very beneficial in regards to this placement because he has that balance that comes with Libra energy, but he's also someone who's very sociable, and he's able to make connections with wanting to talk to others and having fun with others. He's someone who's very unbiased as well. He loves to, like I said previously, see stuff from different points of view. And he's someone who is not someone who's going to really judge you. He's going to listen to you, hear what you have to say, and try to find the common ground between everyone. He loves aesthetics, and he does have an expansive taste, and he has an expensive taste. If you look at a lot of the things he does have a very expensive taste, and it's very interesting and very unique. Next up is his Saturn in Sagittarius. And with this placement, he tends to focus on one thing at a time until he masters it. And this is something that is very beneficial because doing one thing and mastering it is something that a lot of people at times do not have the greatest skill for it and aren't the best at doing that. Sometimes people like to dabble in different things or in different topics or in different types of occupations. But for him, he wants to be an expert at everything that he does. So he's going to take his time and have the patience to make sure that he excels in everything that he does and that he perfects anything that he starts. He's very confident in regards to this placement. He's very generous, and he loves to see from other people's points of view, and he loves to see other people. He loves travel, and he loves to learn about different cultures and religions. Next up is his Uranus in Leo, and when he has this placement, he's highly energetic when it comes to implementing new ideas and seeing it through the end. So making sure that anything he does is implemented is something that's a common energy within his chart. He likes to make sure that he starts something and he finishes it, and he's an expert at whatever he began. He's someone who demands complete and total freedom of self-expression, and this is something that Prince really did preach about, self-expression and being free, because I guess in regards to his label, he wasn't really free, so he did talk about freedom in regards to his label. He's someone who makes his mark on this world according to his own light, and he is someone who loves to reach his goals and would do that quickly. He's very honest and forthright, and he may at times be eccentric or offbeat, but it really does bring up to his shine. Next up is his Neptune in Scorpio, and with this placement, he tends to be a rare sign that finds pleasure and inspiration from the darkest of places. And if you do look at his art, or if you look at his music, you do sometimes see some dark things in his music, but that's where he gets his inspiration from, and he's able to show that. He's also someone who has an intensified interest and a deep connection to things that are very mysterious. This is very much Scorpio energy because they are mysterious people and they love mysterious people and they love mysterious things. So he is the type of person that would love to study about healing, psychology, and he's someone who loves to push the things that he really likes and appreciate to the forefront so other people are able to learn from what he's learned and see for themselves whether they like what he likes or not. So he's very much open in regards to things that people probably wouldn't be open to. Since Prince was born between 1939 and 1957, he qualifies to be a part of the baby boomer generation. So he's the type of person that wants to be noticed and appreciated and to shine. This is part of that generation's energy. They like individuality and creative expression. They really love national pride. They are very prideful of their country. They love big business. And they're the type of people who are very much glamour seeking. And he's also somewhat a part of a generation that revels in their own kind of challenge thrown their way as their ability to show off their ability to overcome adversity. So they're a part of the generation that loves things coming their way so they can show how strong they are and how much of a good person they are and how they're able to endure a lot of things. And this is why this generation is so much self-sufficient and they're the type of people who want you to learn on your own. Next up is his North Node in Libra, and with this placement, he tends to have to develop these attributes in order for him to uncover his hidden gifts and talents. So he really likes cooperation, diplomacy and tact, increasing awareness of others' needs, selflessness, giving support without expecting any in return, creating win-win situations, sharing, seeing things through other people's eyes, communicating self-identity, learning to listen to those around him, putting his energy into building relationships that last, identifying with the diplomat within, creating beauty and harmony in his environment, learning to connect and share with others, beginning to compromise for his own happiness and fulfillment. Do not be so independent and disconnected from others. Follow the path of union in no way that he can go wrong. Next up is his Chiron in Aquarius. And with this placement, he tends to have a feeling of being uncomfortable in large groups. And this may be stemming from feeling different. They're the type of people who may have a feeling of feeling different, or they're the type of people who really weren't treated equally as other people. So they may have a wound of feeling as though they should be treated equally, or they don't really like to be around people because they haven't been treated the best around people. However, in order to heal this wound, getting to know that not everyone is against you and you can find other people like you is something that's very important to know. And also knowing that even though you are unique and you are different, you are put on this earth to be different and to be unique, and it's okay to be unique and different, and not to let anyone make you feel as though you're not. Next up is his ascendant/rising in Scorpio. And with this placement, he lives passionately and giving full credit to each and every emotion that he experiences and embracing that power. He's someone who has a very strong presence. He's very determined and stubborn. He sees through people's exteriors. He's intense and strong drive to succeed. He needs a partner that is down to earth, very reliable and very loyal. He has a pleasant exterior that may be unlike his true self. He doesn't take decisions lightly. He tends to take a long time before opening up. He relies on intuition to solve problems. He needs privacy. And people with this placement tend to be people who love to have fun, but they're the type of people who can be the best of friends if you get to know them and if you're very close with them. Last but not least is his midheaven in Leo. And out of the top 3 midheavens that are the most successful, it's Leo, Capricorn, and Aries. So having a midheaven in Leo makes a lot of sense as to why he had a lot of success in regards to the spotlight. He's someone who dreams big, they have ambitions that are very high, and he's very prideful when it comes to his career. He wants to be the only one in charge, and he's someone who just has an energy that is very likable. People with this placement, people tend to really like them because they're very loyal, they're very bold, they're very generous, they're very tenacious, they're very ambitious, they love to direct a team and they're great at it. They have creative solutions and they love giving feedback. And with this placement, they also tend to be very successful people and they're very great in their careers. So this makes a lot of sense. That's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Prince's natal chart analysis. Please let me know how you felt about it. Did you get a better understanding as to who Prince was as a person when he was alive? And please also recommend other people you guys want me to do a natal chart analysis on. And if you have not yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. Also hit that like button and share this video with everyone you know. And if you have not yet followed me on my social media accounts, please make sure you do so. Everything is linked down below in my link tree. And please make sure that you are supporting my Etsy store and my PayPal. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.